After almost forgetting to record, I decided to wander around a little bit. And then I decided to use my wood to make some wood planks. Once I finally made me some tools, I decided to put some stats into the skill tree. Once I realized that I had my origin, I could have used my special abilities, and also I was weaker using a regular sword, so I had to use a wooden hoe, or aka a scythe. My first skill that gave wither effect and also can pull things towards me, which was really OP, and also my second skill, a AoE, which actually heals me if people walk on it, is pretty OP, especially for grinding mobs, since it's going to make me really easy for getting some EXP. And also, other people also have origins, such as Viseper is an Endurian, where they're able to throw ender pearls, but they can't walk in water and afraid of pumpkins. Realizing that you actually have spells in this game, I was thinking of putting it up, but then realizing it was nighttime, I thought I didn't really have that much time. And then I saw the requirements for it, and realizing again that I can actually put this on. So I try messing around with the spell system to see what can I do with this. Then realizing that I can just shoot fireballs with my wand, but slightly takes away a small durability. Messing around with the fireballs, I realized that I leveled up to rank 2. Once day finally showed up, I found a piece of armor from killing a mob, but then I decided that I should head to the battle tower, but changed my mind and decided to go get some stone. After I finished making my little hole, I saw somebody invisible running until it was Lion. He had phantom origin, so that means he was basically a ghost, but he couldn't go into the sunlight or else he would be damaged. Realizing that the further away we get from the spawn, the higher level the mobs are, I found out that it will be really difficult to level up outside this island. Once we all grouped up nearby the battle tower, I decided to mess around with using my with my pulling ability and pulled it towards the Viseper. And then I realized that they were all walking in some sort of group, so I decided to walk up towards the group of zombies and use my special AoE ability. And it worked. But downside is that if I use my origin abilities, I really wouldn't get the EXP unless I did a decent amount of damage beforehand. When I took a peek inside of the battle tower, it was filled with skeletons, so I just started running away from them for a bit, realizing that my AoE was on a cooldown. But luckily for me, we had way more HP than usual than regular Minecraft, instead of 20 hearts. I then walked back inside, planning to destroy all the spawners, until realizing that they actually drop items once you destroy them. After getting ganged up on skeletons, luckily this was on easy mode, I started getting some good loot that I can actually use, such as iron, fish, and pork chops. And then I decided to head back since I was kinda getting close to half HP, and decided that Vice didn't have any armor, so decided to give it to them. They're finally getting me some wool, making myself a bed. Me and Vice realized that the battle tower was actually going down because Lion actually destroyed it thanks to his ghost form. Then the server crashed. After the server was back on, I decided to make myself a stone hoe so I can have a better weapon instead of using an axe, even though I could have literally used the RPG sword since it doesn't count as a regular Minecraft sword. But sadly, Lion had to go due to his time zone being different than ours. But then me and Vice decided to sell off to find another area instead of living on a small island, so that we can actually explore and create our own homes. Once me and Vice finally found a desert, realizing that there was a battle tower nearby, I decided to get my boat and start heading over there. As Viseper started to make a small base nearby the battle tower, I decided to start looting the lower floor of the battle tower also. As I ran around looking like an idiot. Jesus. I decided to go back, killing more zombies and ranking up to level 4. Distract the mobs as they start breaking the spawners. Viseper decided to set it on hard mode, making it more difficult since I was in a tough situation, but luckily I had my AoE, where I was able to gain some HP back. But then I was low on hunger and HP, and I just got ganged up by 2 skeletons and died due to fall damage. Now I have to rush back and get my stuff. Luckily for me, mobs cannot pick up RPG items such as the armor and ring. But then I decided to put up all the extra stuff that I had back into the chest. After my death, I decided to grind some EXP by killing some mobs. As I used my AoE ability to do some damage, I decided to run around. One zombie stuck with me, so I decided to kill it, ranking me up to level 5. Realizing that I had stats, I decided to do my skill tree. After some time, Viseper killed the boss, aka Frost Golem, and got the silver key to open up the red box. Realizing that there were OP stuff, I started taking most of it back down, and then we started collecting all the stuff that was important for us for future purposes. And ready to sell off to another island. Once we finally found a second island, there was an island with a dark oak. There was 2 battle towers nearby us, one medium size and the other one on the right that was a small size. So I decided to put my bed nearby the small island to make a little base nearby the small island so that I can start taking some loot from it. Luckily for me, as zombies started spawning from nearby it, I leveled up to level 6. After some time passed again, realizing that Viseper actually has an extra reach. It doesn't really need to get that close up to the ceiling to fight the boss and killing it. Once we've got the loot, we headed back down. As the Viseper went on their own journey, I decided to do the second battle tower that was nearby, solo. And then I went over there and did it all by myself. Since my storage was almost full because of the recording, I had to use pictures of what happened. After I finished the battle tower, I decided to sail somewhere else to find an island and get lucky, and which I did, and found a nice village and decided to live there. Once I finally made my base at the village, I found a dungeon nearby my home/village, but I decided to not go over there and record for another day once I get stronger. And that was basically episode 1. I hope you enjoy.